Hi fellow YouTubers and 1/6 scale figure collectors. This is Liking of the Underworld back again with another video. My Hot Toys figures. This time I thought I'd do a computer game character and a comic book character. So on the left you can see Ezio from the computer game Assassin's Creed, and on the right is She-Predator Machiko from, I believe it's Dark Horse Comics. I'm not 100% sure on that, correct me if I'm wrong. So first, let's go to Ezio. Clothing on this guy is awesome. There are a few little flaws in it. Some of the stitching, as you can see there, is a bit frayed, but then I suppose on a figure this small, on 1/6 scale size, clothing, you will get a little bit of that. Maybe if they made a bigger one, that would be rectified. So the clothing though is virtually spot on from the game. Very nice. Boots, awesome boots, leather sort of look. They're in two parts. You got this part here, the top part, and then obviously his foot. His cape has got wire in it, so you can actually pose it to however you want it to be. His belt buckle, very nice detail on his belt buckle. There it is. Absolutely superb. You see there's the bad stitching again, but I'm not too bothered about that. From a distance you can't really notice it. Very intricate detail on this, nice leather sort of look to his clothing. I would say his hood should be a little bit further down. I suppose you could pull it down a bit more, but I thought they could have done that slightly better, but that's just a small little gripe. He comes with loads of accessories. He's got his wrist blades that come out of his arms. Got one there, and on the other one it's got more of a gauntlet that it comes from. Very nice. You can actually pose him with these or without. He comes with several different hands, so he can hold his other weapons. Here we've got his sword. It's not metal, it is plastic. Bit of a shame, but unless you actually touch it, you're not really going to notice it. And on the other side, we have his smaller knife, killing knife. Very nice detail on these. And if I can just gently turn him round, hopefully he don't fall over. Oh, which he almost has. Underneath, he's got his 6 throwing knives, which fit nicely into these pouches. He has got a hand that will hold these, so it looks like he's throwing them, but I prefer to put them in his belt, because let's face it, when you've got this figure, most people are going to pose him either with his sword in his hand or his wrist blades out. Head sculpt, not a bad head sculpt, does look similar to the game. You can, with this, there's also a ponytail that comes with it, so if you take the hood, pull the hood back, you can put his ponytail on, but everybody's going to pose him with his head, his cowl over his face. It's a very nice figure. Highly recommend you go out and buy this one. I don't know if they're going to make any more of these. There's no sort of rumours on the grapevine, as it were, about it. It's not a bad, still pretty low price on eBay if you want to get him. If you're a fan of the game, this is a must. This is the best Ezio figure out there at the moment. And on to the next one. We have the She-Predator Machiko. As I say, taken from comic books. I suppose it's like a Angelina Jolie type sort of head sculpt on this. It's similar. Not a lot of people use this head sculpt for Angelina Jolie figures. They just take the hair off and put their own hair on. Very nice figure. You do have to do a little bit of assembly with it, with a lot of the her armour and obviously her weapons and that, a little bit of assembly, but it's not too bad. The only fiddly parts, as you can see on her waist there, is a little blue dagger type thing. There's another one around the side, can't quite see it, but they come on a little bit of string, very small bit of string you've got to tie it to the belt. I got fed up with it, so I just stuck one in there. Also with this figure, she comes with a nice spear, very similar to the Elder Predator from the AVP line. Similar type of spear. It does extend. She also comes with an alien head shield, which, as you can see, the detail on this is superb. You can actually see through it, so you can see all the parts underneath the head, and that just neatly clips onto her arm there. She also comes with this superb base. I wish Hot Toys would do a lot more of these on their figures, because it's a lot better than the normal standard sort of little black stands that you've got here. But this is a nice little stand with looks like a Predator head skull there. She also comes with a biomask with scratch marks, and as you can just see on the top, very slight little marks just here, very similar to Scar Predator. So it's also loosely based on the female character in the AVP film, I think. This is where the idea has come from. Dreadlocks, they are rubbery, they do move about, you can't really sort of bend them or anything, but they're very nice dreadlocks. She also comes with a sword that's on her back. I'm not going to turn around at the moment because otherwise she'll just fall off the stand, because she's a bit of a pain to sort of stand up on the stand. But there's a big sword that goes on her back, and it clips on with little hooks. One of mine has broken, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to repair that, just put a little bit of wire on it just to hold it onto her back. What else? She comes with pretty standard armour, should I say. There is a little bit of an issue with this armour plate on her chest here does fall down a little bit, revealing her boobs underneath, should I say, putting it politely. It's not much of an issue. She also comes with extendable wrist blades, very nice, slightly different from the Predator's wrist blades. Let me try and turn around, hopefully she won't fall over so you can see the sword on her back. Oh, there she goes. I'll just have to hold her up with my hand. There's the sword sitting in its sheath. Very nice sword. I'd say it is a little bit of a pain. There's these sort of wire chains. You've got a little ring on the end, and that's where they connect to, and they connect to a small little part here, which I say is broken off. So all I do is put a little bit of wire in there and then put it back on again. She also comes with a plasma cannon on the back, which is posable. It's another nice little touch. I've just got to try and turn around without putting her back on a stand, otherwise you'll get bored of it. So there, just a little quick review on these two figures. I believe this figure is getting harder to find now. It's going up in price, but if you can get one, I recommend that you get it. It's just a nice, something different to add to your Predator collection, as it were. Hopefully they'll do a few more of these concept sort of figures, figures from the comics. It'd be nice if they did that. So that's just a sort of quick sort of show on two more of my figures. I have got a few more videos on the way. Obviously I'm going to do my Terminators, the new Predators from the Predators movie, and there's a couple of aliens that I'm going to show as well. I've still got them in their box, so I've got to make them up and I'll do a video on them. And when I've done the videos on my Hot Toys figures, what I would do is I will redo some videos just single on one character at a time, so I can go into a little bit more detail on that character, give you a better idea of what they look like. Maybe I might pose them a bit more. And also some other videos I will be doing is, I don't know if you've all heard of a game called Hero Quest that came out back in 1989 by Games Workshop. Well, I actually play that a lot with my nephews and nieces, but I don't play it with the actual board game, the board. I play it with Dwarven Forge gear, and obviously painted figures, and what I would do is I would do a video on the little figures that I've got and the setups that I use to do some of the dungeons. That will be done at a later stage, and then any more Hot Toys figures as and when they come through. I say I've got about 15 on order at the moment. As and when they come through, I will do videos on those as well. So it's not one of my better videos, just a quick sort of run through, but feel free to leave comments. I hope you enjoy looking at these figures, and I say, if you can, go out and get them. Well worth it. So until the next video, this is Lycan of the Underworld signing off. Peace out.